Hey everybody, how you doing today? Got a couple purchases here and I'll talk to you about some eBay stuff. So first thing I picked up is I bought two of these. They're exactly the same. They have the same card on top, but Vivid Voltage. And there's the back. I paid $19 each for them. I had purchased 5 of them from a seller. There was a terrible eBay seller that basically, you know, maybe something happened to these people, this person, but doesn't ship it, no communication. I bought 5 of them. I had to get my money back. It was like $85 I spent that eBay eventually had to refund my money. eBay's, you gotta watch, there's scams on eBay. I watched a video the other day. You went and look it up at YouTube. I was actually thinking about doing a video where a guy bought, somebody bought a box of Hold-On Phantoms and they scanned it with a CT scanner, and what was inside of it was not Hold-On Phantom packs because they didn't look right, they weren't situated right, and really the only way you could tell is if you had a box that was a legit box and you put it right next to the fake box, and then you could tell that there was like some inconsistencies. Like for instance, if if this was the box that was fake, like say some lines are right here, they wouldn't be here. It was like very minor details, and the box even had the Pokemon symbols on it. And I mean, like, it's like, it is a $20,000 box. I guess there was a New York Times article. I didn't get to watch the New York Times article because when I clicked on the link, New York Times wanted me to buy a subscription or they wouldn't let me look at it. And I will never own a subscription to the New York Times after they went nut job, woke, and anti-American, in my opinion. They're a piece of shit newspaper. Anyway, that's off topic though. So I picked up those. Anyway, so back to the Hold-On Phantom. So they scanned it with a CT scanner. Apparently there's a company that will scan things and help you validate whether what's inside of it is actually what is supposed to be inside of it. But it wasn't. It was fake. And you remember Logan Paul, I think his name was, he opened a first edition Pokemon box, had G.I. Joe packs inside of it. I think he got his money back. I don't know, but it just makes me never want to invest in like the old stuff as far as booster boxes. That's why Blisters actually is good, because you get to see the packs. They're not hidden behind a box. Like, what's inside here? You could see the packs. I wonder if they started doing that. Because the old boxes, the old Wizards of the Coast boxes, like this Legends Awakens, you can't. Oh, that's not true. You could see it right here. Let me see. Let me get a really old one. Well, EX Dragon is okay. So here's an EX Dragon box. Okay. That goes with my pack that I bought over there. So you can't see inside of this box. So that's probably why they started doing that. So anyway, I got off topic there because you can see inside this box. I forget what I was going to say. Anyway, my whole point is, like, I wouldn't want to spend $20,000 on something that's fake and store it away and not opening it, and then then you sell it to somebody else, and then they open it and they go, hey, you sold me fake money, and, after all those years of, storing it and letting it go up in money, you sell it to somebody, find out it's fake. So be very careful if you, if you're thinking about buying some old product. I mean, like, I don't know what you do. You'd have to, know the person. My, let me put the camera up here. So my boxes that I bought a long time ago, I still have one of these unopened, I know it's real because I bought it when it was $100. But if you're gonna buy one of these off of somebody now for $20,000, it's a whole different story because that's so much money. There's people that will, you know, buy one of these boxes, throw junk packs in it, and then somehow, you know, duplicate the wrapping, this Pokemon wrapping, and sell it as a real box that's unopened. So you gotta be very careful. So there was that story about the CAT scanner. The company used a CAT scanner. It's like 3D imaging. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but in the old days, they used to take one slice, like you'd slice an apple or slice a you know, a watermelon. You know, slice a watermelon or slice an orange, and you have a slice. Well, nowadays they take a whole bunch of slices and they reconstruct them, and then they could show like instead of taking a slice of this this Pokeball toy here, they could show you a whole 3D because they use computers to reconstruct it. So that's what they did. So anyway, so I picked up a couple more of these team up sleeve blisters to complete another art set because I'm doing it now before they even get more expensive. So I have another art set. I picked up a couple of those. And then the last thing I'm going to show you that I picked up, I picked up a case of these guys. These are really nice. I don't know if you've seen these. They're Surging Sparks collector's treasure chest lunch boxes. Here's what's in them. They got 6 packs and then some other neat things. There's more of a breakdown on what's inside of them. I think they have a couple Surging Spark packs inside of them. I like these lunch boxes because that's some pretty nice artwork. Like, the camera doesn't do this justice. Lunch boxes are nice, but they're big. They take up a lot more space than a booster box. See how much more space they take up? And like, these cost me $3.20 for 9 of them. So what's that, like $35 or something? Maybe a calculator here. $3.20 divided by 9. $35.50 each. Put that here. $35.55 each. So anyway, I might want to pick these up before they get too expensive. My supplier, Paladin's Cards, can't get these anymore, so I had to buy mine off of eBay. I was toying with the idea of buying a case or not. So eventually I'm like, I sold some stuff. And I decided to buy a case. But like I said, booster boxes, that's where the big money is. The big appreciation is booster boxes. They beat everything else. Everything else is less than that. So I was going to tell you another thing too. Like, if you're going to sell something on eBay, be aware that there's scammers out there. I watched a video where a guy sold some Fleer 87 cards, and he got scammed out of $7,700 because the guy, who was a piece of shit guy, bought it and didn't want it because he didn't realize it didn't have these cards in. Maybe it was a scam from the start. So the guy sent it to him because it was already in transit when he said he didn't want it. So the guy gets it and then puts a claim in with eBay. eBay is such a terrible company. Tells the guy that sold it for $7,700 to just deny the return because the guy made a mistake and it's not his fault. Buying something that he wasn't aware. Make a long story short, so the buyer, because he's shady, somehow got his money back from his financial institution. I don't know how that happened. And then eBay didn't stand behind the seller, which they never do. And so the guy probably didn't get paid the 7,700. He really didn't say that, but he's probably like, I assume that's the case. And he didn't get his cards back. So just be aware out there that I know I bought something the other day off a guy for $100, and he said he's not sending it to me till eBay pays him. I'm like, well, eBay always pays you, but after I watched that video, I'm like, I understand why people are sort of gun shy. So just be aware that there's always risk, especially when people want something and they don't want to spend the money on it because it's an expensive item. And also too, keep in mind, like if you want to buy something that's older, like this is Sun and Moon, so it's not that old. But if this was like black and white, or X and Y, the price of this stuff's going to go up. So if you think you're going to get it cheaper and you wait a couple months, all the prices are going to go up, and then now you're going to be paying even more money than if you would have bought it back when you first wanted it. I sold some Breakpoint boxes because I had a bunch of them. I have less now, and people were wanting me to give them better deals than a good deal, and then I would sell one, and now all of a sudden now they're $100 more. So like I'm not going to list mine for $100 cheaper. I'm going to list mine for the going rate that's $100. So now people are buying them off of me for even more money than I sold the first ones for. And that's what happens with Pokemon, because this stuff goes up as time goes on. So if you're looking to buy some of the older stuff, my advice is don't wait more than a couple weeks, because if you start waiting a couple months, 6 months, you're going to be paying hundreds of dollars of more for a box because the prices rise. And when COVID was around, there was stuff going up so high when COVID hit that the prices would outpace how much money you could save. It would outpace your ability to save money. It's not doing that now as much, but just keep aware that Pokemon is a very attractive, what's the word I'm looking for, hobby. So it has a lot of people that want it. So it goes up. Anyway, I'm beating a dead horse. Talk to you later.